Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So as promised, today I'm going to be sharing my favourite inexpensive skincare products for an acne prone skin. I'm really hoping that today's video is going to help you create an affordable yet effective routine for your acne prone skin, but also show you that there's some really great gems that are really affordable and you don't need to spend like crazy money on to have a really good effective routine. If you do enjoy this video, please do remember to give it a thumbs up to let me know, and also don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. So I'm going to start off with cleansing. I've got two cleansers from the same brand which I think are just such a great little duo, and this is the Inky List. So as a first cleanse, so we're looking really an evening cleanse here, as a cleanse to really break down makeup, remove SPF, and yet really be that good thorough first cleanse. I really enjoy the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inky List. This is $9.99. It is a thicker consistency, which definitely if you have acne prone skin, that can be a little bit like, whoa, like this is quite thick. But the thing is with it is it does wash off with water, so it does emulsify and it should rinse fully off of the skin. Now, with that being said, I mean, some people would say like it leaves a residue. I don't necessarily feel like it leaves a residue. I just feel like my skin is very conditioned. My skin loves this stuff. I find it very soothing on my skin because it's got that oat inside. What I'm just trying to say is that you definitely do need a second cleanse after this though, because you just really want to make sure that everything has properly been removed. Anyway, you want to go in with a second cleanse regardless. So once you've done your first cleanse, the second cleanse, which I also love from the Inky List, and these two pair perfectly together, is the Inky List Hyaluronic Acid Cleanser. I love this stuff. I spoke about it in my last video, which by the way, my last video was 5 common acne skincare mistakes. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below and you can go watch that one later. But yeah, this cleanser I'd mentioned in there, and I am obsessed with this. Like, this is actually finished and I've got a brand new bottle ready to go upstairs. It is so incredibly gentle. So firstly, just to say in terms of price, I think, yeah, this is $9.99 as well. So this cleanser is a very light gel consistency. I really love the way it feels when I apply it. Like, I feel like it's so gentle and soothing on my skin. Like you can really tell it's not stripping anything, which is why I love this so much. This is also a great shout if you need a cleanser for after the gym, or if you need something for the morning. Like if you're looking for a morning time cleanser, this is definite go-to. And also because it's got a hyaluronic acid, I do feel like this is a very hydrating cleanser. So I just really enjoy the experience of this. And if you're struggling with your acne, I just think this is going to be such a great cleanser for you to try. Now, some other cleansers that are worth a mention. Another first cleanse, so something that's going to help break down your makeup. I do enjoy the Eye Unique Cleansing Oil, so I'll put a picture on the screen right now because I've run out of this one. Now, you can find this product on Stylevana, which is my absolute go-to site for Korean skincare. Like, their prices are incredible. So if you are on a budget, I highly recommend checking out their site. You can get this cleanser on there for £11.74, and I do still have my discount code with them, which I'll put on the screen right now, which can get you between 10 to 15 off site-wide, depending on how large your order is. But yeah, this cleansing oil, it just really does the job. It rinses off with water. It's not problematic with a blemish-prone skin, and yeah, I really do love it as a makeup remover. Okay, and the next cleanser to touch on is another one which is a great option as a second cleanse, or alternatively, maybe also good as a morning cleanse, and that is from the brand Bioma. Now, Bioma is a newer brand for me. I did a review on them like a couple videos back, but I've been using these guys for a bit longer now, and I am really falling in love with this brand, particularly for my acne prone clients. There's so many products in this range which are really suitable for an acne prone skin. So this is the Creamy Jelly Cleanser from Bioma. This retails for $9.99, so very inexpensive, and also the size of it is fantastic. Well, how much is in here? It's got 175 mils in there, so you're getting a lot of product as well. Very gentle. Bioma's all about protecting the skin barrier, which is very important for everyone's skin, but particularly with acne, we really want to make sure you're not disturbing that. And it's very easy to disturb your skin barrier with cleansers. So I've been really enjoying this, and I think it's a really good sturdy option if you are looking for some skincare to try. So moving on to your next step of the skincare routine. So traditionally the next step would be a toner. However, if you are on a budget, I do think that this is step, which you could skip if you wanted to. So I think this is optional. If you are, however, on the market and trying to look for a toner to add in, my absolute favorite, I'm only going to recommend one for this category, and as you can see, I'm nearly out of it. I need to get a new one. This is from the brand COSRX, and this is the Propolis Synergy Toner. How much does this retail for? This retails for $9.95 on Stylevana as well. I love this stuff. It's ever so slightly thicker than like a water kind of consistency. So I feel like when you put it on, it feels like it's doing something. I also love Propolis. Like if you have acne prone skin, I've said this before in videos, like definitely check out Propolis. I find that Propolis is far more effective on my skin than vitamin C. And I've had much, much better results with it. So you've cleansed your skin, you've maybe added a toner, maybe not. The next step you want to be adding in is a serum. When it comes to serums, I would really look at this as your treatment focused product. So that could be like, for example, if you want to brighten your skin, if you want to work on pigmentation, if you want to hydrate the skin, for example, like think about what concern you want to target and focus that into the serum. Okay, so the first serum that I want to give a mention is from the brand Bioma, and this is their brightening serum. This is my favorite serum that they do. I really, really enjoy this. So one of the key ingredients inside is niacinamide. So I think that's important to mention because some people's skin can be a bit hit and miss. It's either a bit like Marmite, you either love it or you hate it, really from a skin's perspective. My skin loves this stuff, particularly like from a blemish perspective, it can be really, really effective on blemishes, but it's also very brightening as well on the skin. So that's kind of one of the key attributes for the brightening serum. The other reason I also love this serum is it's kind of got a lot of things in one. So this also has hyaluronic acid, so you're also tying in your hydration into it as well. And I feel like, you know, for getting the most like bang for your buck, this is a really nice serum because it ties a couple of different elements together. It's a really lightweight consistency, so it layers perfectly on a blemish prone skin. And yeah, just from an ingredient standpoint, but also the actual results that I see within my skin using this, I think it's a really great option to try. This retails for £12.99. Hydration for me is like the go-to when I'm putting someone's skincare routine together. Like from a serum perspective, I'm like, let's sort the hydration first. And an ingredient which is well known and loved is hyaluronic acid. So another very inexpensive option is you could try from the Inky list. They have a nice hyaluronic acid serum. So that is definitely maybe worth a go and a great kind of, you know, starting point to try and get that ingredient into the routine. Okay, and then my next serum I'm going to recommend today is from the brand iUnique. And I absolutely love, like if you are not new to my channel, you know, and again, kind of going off the back of the toner and the Propolis, I love their Propolis serum. Not only do I find it really good from a brightening, you know, healing mark, you know, acne mark perspective, but I also find the consistency and the ingredients in general, I do find it more hydrating on the skin, and I just feel like it layers so beautifully under a moisturizer. And I just feel that as serums go, like I do feel like it's really nourishing for the skin. On Stylevana, you can get this for £9.95, and again, you can use my code for a little bit of extra money off. And the beauty of the three serums that I've mentioned is you can use them both in your morning routine and your evening routine. Sorry, just quickly going back to Bioma because something else has just come to mind. I would say out of the three serums that I've mentioned, I do gravitate to this one, like to recommend it the most. So I think if you're, you know, need help picking which one to try first, I would say try the Bioma. But another thing to say is that if you are sensitive to niacinamide and you're like, no, I can't use that, and you need something that's niacinamide free, they do have a hydrating serum. In fact, I think I have the mini. Yes, I have the mini one here. So they do have a hydrating serum, and this is niacinamide free. And this could also be a really nice option if you are, you know, looking for more of a hydration focused serum in your routine. This, in terms of consistency, is a little bit thicker, so you may find that you don't need as much. I'll check the price, but I believe it should be the same as the brightening serum, so I think it'll be about £12.99. Okay, let's move on to moisturizers, because this is the area which I think is tricky ground. Like, it is quite hard to find moisturizers that have really good affinity with an acne prone skin, in my experience and opinion. So the first one is from the Inky list. I'll put a picture right now. They have actually, this is a new product for them. This is their Omega Water Cream. Ingredient wise, this looks really, really good. Nice and lightweight on the skin, so good for an oily or combination skin. And yeah, to be honest, that's all I really have to say about it. It's just a really good standard moisturizer. I think it's probably going to be the same description for all of these ones I'm going to talk about. Option number 2 is from The Ordinary. So The Ordinary have a moisturizer called the Moisturizing Factors Plus Hyaluronic Acid. This is definitely the most inexpensive option that I have for moisturizers, and this one retails for only £5. So such a great option if you are, you know, on a bit of a budget, and because the thing is as well with skincare, it all adds up, you know, with all the different steps. So yeah, if you want to kind of cut some costs, you could definitely cut it on this one and give this one a try. Ingredients list wise, it's very, you know, basic and minimal, but it does the job and it shouldn't be aggravating for an acne prone skin. Okay, and then option number 3 is from Bioma, and this is their moisturizing gel cream. This is my favorite product that Bioma do. This is an absolute staple now in my recommendations for a blemish prone skin. I think it's really good option. The only thing I would ever be wary about is if someone's skin didn't like niacinamide, because there is a bit of niacinamide in this. Besides that, it's such a great moisturizer. I'm using this actually as my everyday moisturizer at the moment. I really love the feel of it, the consistency. It really is a hybrid of like a gel cream. It's quite interesting, but I find that it really does hydrate and nourish my skin optimally, and it doesn't leave my skin greasy or oily or anything like that. Like, the consistency is spot on. I wouldn't necessarily say it's really targeted for like a drier skin, but it could still be worth a go, because like I said, did I say it in this video? I'm filming so many videos today, but dry skin and dehydrated skin are two very different concerns, and they often get what's the word, like muddled up, like confused for each other. So if dehydration is the issue, you actually might find that this is a really good option for you as well. In terms of price, this retails for £11.99, and something which I am really excited about, which by the way, this video has no connection with Bioma at all. Like, these are just products that I have been trying out, and I'm just super excited to tell you about them, because I've never really come across a brand which has so many things that are good for a blemish prone skin. But what I wanted to share with you is they've just released these little trial kits. Now, if you are watching this video and you are thinking about trying some new skincare, or like you were interested in particularly like the Bioma products I mentioned, I highly recommend checking out their trial kits. These are £14.99, and these are kits which I've been recommending a lot with clients because I think it's just such a great option. So you've got the cleanser inside, you've also got the moisturizing gel cream, which I love, inside, and then there's 3 different kits, and the difference in the kits is the serum changes. With the cleanser and the moisturizing gel cream, I believe the option is either the hydrating serum or a miniature of their clarifying serum, which I'll, again, like I said, I'll talk about in just a second. They do have another kit, which I'm so gutted about this. I wish they did this kit but with the brightening serum, because if they did that, oh, it would be so spot on. But I believe the brightening serum kit, I'll double check, but I think that has the richer cream inside, and that unfortunately isn't so good for a blemish prone skin in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to talk about exfoliants separately at like the end of the routine, but let's just finish off this skincare routine. So after you moisturize, you definitely want to put on some SPF. So my favorite SPF, I'm just going to give one recommendation today, is the Hyaluronic Acid Natural Sun Cream from Isntree. I have already bought a backup of this. I'm obsessed with it. So this retails on Stylevana for $10.99, and I do just want to say with Stylevana, like, their prices are honestly like uncomparable. If you search for this from another site, it will be so much more expensive, and that can be the same with some of the other products I talk about today that I mentioned are on Stylevana. Like, Stylevana, I believe, is worldwide. Like, you should be able to access it, hopefully, from where you are. But yeah, their prices are incredible if you are on a budget, and this sun cream is just my absolute favorite. It is a physical sunscreen, so it does give a bit of a white cast when you apply it. However, I do find that this one really does sink into the skin very well, and it doesn't cause me an issue from a white cast perspective. Ingredients wise, it's like tick tick tick. It's super hydrating. It also doesn't go greasy or oily during the day. Like, it just gives that skin that lovely healthy glow, but not in a greasy way. It just sits beautifully even under makeup, anything. Like, it's just my absolute favorite at the moment, and I think if you have acne prone skin, this would be the one that I would recommend trying. Okay, and then to finish off my recommendations, let's touch on exfoliators. So exfoliators, we're really looking at our acids here. Now, I would say say from an acid point of view, you've got a lot of wiggle room to play with, because really what you just need to focus on is getting the ingredient into the routine. So inexpensive options like The Ordinary do lots of different acids. I believe the Inky List have some as well. You've also got, so to talk about it now, Bioma, they have a clarifying serum, and this has PHA and zinc inside. So PHA is going to be the acid. I would just say, out of all the acid options, this isn't my like absolute fave. Personally for me, I did find this made my skin quite oily. So personally, I don't gravitate towards this. However, ingredient wise, it technically is meant to be good for an acne prone skin, so if you did want to try it, you know, there's no reason why you can't. But yeah, from an acid perspective, I think the other thing is also figuring out which acids your skin has the best affinity with. Like some people respond really well with salicylic acid, some people don't. Also the same with the AHAs, depending on how sensitive your skin is, you may find you need to go for one with a larger molecule size, so you may want to go more towards like a mandelic acid or the PHAs, for example. Or maybe a lactic acid might be a little bit more suitable, or like if your skin tolerates acids really, really well, you may want to gravitate more towards like glycolic acid. So I think you've got to have a little bit of experiment with acids, see where your skin responds best, but also remember, and this goes back to my last video about the skincare mistakes, don't overdo the acids. So add an acid in, but only use it in the evening, and only use it between 1 to 3 times maximum a week. And if you stick to that, you should be good. I would also say if it's a new product that you're trying, introduce it slowly. So maybe start off with once a week and gently build it up in the routine. Because also you can also just make sure that the product is responding well to the skin. And also one last tip on acids, you need to make sure you're using an SPF. When you're using an acid, it does make the skin much more sensitive to the sun and to damage. So you really, really need to make sure you're using an SPF, especially the day after using an acid. But anyway guys, they are some of my favourite inexpensive skincare finds for an acne prone skin at the moment. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more of these. Also on the flip side, if you want another video like this that's maybe, you know, not so focused on being inexpensive and just like my other favourite products for an acne prone skin, I can also do that. Drop a comment down below and let me know. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all my love and positivity as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.